Hi, I am Debbie. Welcome to my channel. Um, Today I'm just going to do a collective for this reading, and I'm going to do a Pisces here in a bit. But the initial energy that I have, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, I'm always going to say that. Where the divine masculine is right now in the connection is, as I was asking, and I always ask for that energy before I start my recording and do any, I do a little pre-shuffling, but a train came by and I hear take charge. So a lot of the feminines are doing the work, and we're actually being forced to do the work. I've done a lot of inner work. I'm still doing inner work. You've got to constantly work on yourself. You do. We're learning our self-worth. I've learned my self-worth. And it's hard for the masculines, because the masculines are used to the feminine dropping everything and coming to the rescue. That codependent thing where you, the insecurities where if you don't do this, you're afraid you're not going to see them. The stepping into their power, if that makes sense. Stepping into your power, and it's making them take charge. It's making them realize they need to step up, right? I mean, there is progress, right? There's progress, but there's also patience. So we'll see if we get the Temperance card as patience, and it's slow moving, and the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. So we'll kind of see what comes out. But they're ready to step up and take charge. Now, where you are in your journey depends on what that means exactly. So I'm not going to promise you, and so be able to promise you, you know, obviously you got to get into mission. Obviously you need to know your purpose. I can help you with your purpose. I can help you with the counseling. I know a lot of people, they keep telling me I need to say this, and it's... A lot of us have gone through abuse, okay, as childhood, and either it's physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse. A lot of us have done it, and a lot of us have faced not wanting to be here anymore, okay. I myself, and Sophia actually had a little bit of a clip in one of her readings yesterday, and it's the way everything's done for a reason, and you're listening to this for a reason, okay? The reason being is we are not from here. We are star seeds, right? We share a soul, and that is why we search out for that masculine, or why the masculine, and why the masculines, there's masculines that watch too, why they search out for the feminine, right? They did that on purpose, okay? Because we're here to help mankind. We're here to help others. We are star seeds. We are light workers, okay? The reason why we feel like we're at home, when we're with our other half, when we're with our twin flame, is because that is to remind us that is home, because they are us, they are the other half, and keep us here, okay? Because we have that longing to be home. You have that longing to be home. You do. You have that longing to be home, right? But we're here to help mankind, and and part of mine is through helping others understand their trauma that they've been through, and I can do that. You can book me, and I can help you. Facing the pain is necessary, and you have to take that negative and transmute it into a positive and understand why. It makes you stronger. It does, and it makes you relate with others. And it's all I'm telling you. It's all that inner work. It's all that inner work, and going back and putting the dots together. Okay, and I feel pain today from the feminine side. I also feel some from the masculine. The masculines, I have this too. I have to tell you something. There's a difference between a masculine, if you're dealing with a man, and a woman. whatever you do, unless they tell you about sexual abuse as a child, don't ever ask them about it, okay? It's a rooted belief, but it affects men, and it will turn them away, and they will shut down, okay? So that's not something that's easy for them to talk about, and they don't want to talk about, because understanding their body, right, and making them think that they aren't who they are. It's all okay. So the females go through the same thing because it's an unwanted thing, right? It's unwanted, and you have to understand why it happened, right? But the difference between a woman is usually a man that does it versus a man and a man. And men have a hard time processing it anyway as a child and then as a man. So not that there's anything wrong with it, I don't care your choice, whoever, I don't care who you love who you love, it doesn't matter. We're all sovereign beings, we're all love. I don't care if it's a woman, a man, a woman, whatever, you be you love you. That's all that fucking matters, is you love yourself and you be you, and don't let anybody, I'm gonna get right here, don't let anybody ever change who you are. You be true to yourself. You be true to you. Okay? You be true to you. I'm just saying, what I'm trying to get you to understand is you can be compassionate, and you understand that they've gone through shit and trauma too, and you don't know everything, but it isn't your job to go and ask them about it, especially a man. Okay? If they want to offer it to you, it's a little different, and at that, don't dive into it. Okay? But they will shut down. They will shut down. Now, I have not asked my masculine that. I know he's had a traumatic childhood because he has blocked out quite a bit of it, but I don't tap into it. From experience of my own, because I know that until you're ready to face it, you're not going to. So, but that's what this is about. That's what we're here. But the thing is, and I know this doesn't sound like I'm backing up, but that's what your masculine is to do for you, feminine. It is for you to face the trauma in your childhood that you went through. And there are people like me in the community, the New Earth community, that can help you, right, get through it and heal the right way. Heal the right way. Okay, years and years and years of counseling is not healing it the right way. Okay, it's not. That's just them making money. Okay, well, yes, we have to heal ourselves. Yes, but you got to get down to the root of it, which is all the way down to the childhood. Okay, it's all the way down to the childhood, all the way down, and rooted beliefs in society making you think that because they said this is how it's supposed to go, because society says you need a job, you need to work 9 to 5, you have to work 9 to 5 to be able to survive. That's not true. That's not true. You do what makes you happy, and everything else will follow. Okay? Everything else will follow. Everything will follow. Okay? I mean, this connection, and understand this connection. Nobody's going to understand this connection if they do not have a connection like it. Okay? Stop trying to explain it to others. They're not going to get it. A soulmate will not get it. They won't get it. They will never get it. They're going to be like, oh, they're just playing you. What are you doing? Don't you know your self-worth? Don't you know all that? It is about learning your self-worth, right? It is. But they're not going to get it, and they're not going to understand. One, there's no words to explain the connection. There is no words. You can't. That's the whole thing. And I think that the divine does it on purpose. And our guides do that on purpose, because it is unexplainable. It is unexplainable. And it just frustrates you. It delays the connection. It does all kinds of stuff that doesn't help, right? Third parties are thrown in there to help you, right? To teach you. They have karmic shit they have to learn, right? This unconditional love. They don't understand unconditional love. Most people have no clue what unconditional love is. That's what I'm just trying to say to you. We are different. We are different. We are love. We are pure, sovereign love. Okay? We are love. I am here I'm here to help you heal yourself. Okay? I'm here to show you. Tarot is one way. Tarot is, I can show you what the cards say and tell you, but it's not, there's programs. You got to work. You got to go through mission. You got to get into the inner child. You got to do sex mastery program. There's all kinds of stuff. There's the twin flame program. There's all kinds of stuff to know your purpose and what you're supposed to do. Your mission is just another word for job. What is your job here on earth to help others? How are you doing that, right? How are you doing that? How are you contributing? Because that's what we are, humanitarians. That's what we are. That's what we are. That's why you're drawn to it. That's why you're drawn to tarot. That's why you're looking, you're seeking out advice. You're seeking out from others who get it, okay? I'm not saying you haven't, a lot of you are awakening, okay? A lot of you are awakening. And I know I rant, but it's done with love. It's done with love. It really, really is. Okay, so let's dive in, because that's really what you want to hear. See, being with our masculine, or if you're masculine, understanding the feminine, understand you got to balance out logic, you know, your emotion and your logic, right? And you also need to understand their star sign. I mean, we are all star signs. We do have our main one, but you also have to understand their star sign and know how to think, how to come about them the way they are, because that's how they are designed. Okay? Mine is a Sagittarius. I'm thankfully, my moon is a Sagittarius, so I understand it, but I have to understand, not only is the masculine, Sagittarius are logical. So he's also emotional. So they do have an emotional side. They have an introvert side, an emotional side that they hide. But I'm a Leo, so Leos are, and we're 2 fire signs, and Leos are, my main one is Leo, and we are bold, we are outgoing, we consider conceited, but yet we're not. We just know. It's not really a conceit, it's just, you just know. You know, you light up a room, you just know. It's confidence, I guess that's the word I'm hearing, confidence. I'm just very confident. And what drives me crazy is I am a very, very confident woman. I know I have a lot of suitors. I have a lot of attention, unwanted attention, but I have a lot of attention. But what the divine does, what the masculine does, it's like in the beginning, right? In the beginning, and then sometimes it still happens like that. It's like, you know, it's like, dude. And in a regular connection, other connections, if people like would ghost me or not show up or whatever, I'm like, oh, well, you're lost. I have others. Out, see ya. But it's completely different when it comes to your twin flame. It's different, and I don't have the desire to seek out for others. So don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not like that. It's just, it's that ego. You have to put death to the ego. Do I still have people I work out all the time, and I have people that seek me outside the gym, and they notice because I do massive workouts. I'm very energetic. I'm very, they always tell me I'm impressive with what I can do in the gym, and energetic, and I do like to dance around. But I also know where they're going, because generally the next question is, you know, are you seeing somebody? So do I entertain that? No, I don't. No, I don't. Why? Because I'm going to tell you a couple reasons. One, I'm not interested in them and in anybody else, okay? No matter how frustrated I get, right? No matter how much more I want. And yes, I know, I have told you, I do see him every day for the most part, and I talk to him, and yes, I know all that. And some of you will be like, why are you complaining? I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you, I want more. I guess it is kind of a complaint, but am I happy and thankful for where we are? Absolutely. So I'm not searching. one. And two, I know that if I were to go out on a date with somebody else or hang out with somebody else, all I'm going to do is think about is my twin flame. One, I respect myself too much, and I respect him too much in order to put myself in that position. And I'm not going to play with other people's feelings. I'm just not, because I hear it all the time. I mean, I've had some come up to me and you're like, people just talk to you. People, I don't know if you have this. They just talk to you, and it's just like random. It's random stuff. And then I have, and I don't know if you notice how awakening you are, but I have like the people that are in my life. I have very small core people, and you've got to cut. I'm telling you, as you go through this and you get to your inner child and the negativity is going to come out of you, you've got to cut people out of your life that are negative, that don't support you. I don't care if they're your mom. I don't care if they're your friend from 30 years. Yeah, if they are not there to support you, you've got to cut them out. You've got to cut them out, because they aren't going to do anything but bring you down. Okay? That's what's cutting the negative out, and is going within. We aren't here to have like we're not here for a social life. We're here for other people, to help them, if that makes any sense. Because it doesn't, you got to stay away from negativity, because being empath, everybody has the ability to be empath. Being the way we are, you can draw in that energy, and it brings you down and lowers your vibration, and it affects you, which in turn affects your masculine, which sucks. Because you know that, you know, you influence them. So how you're doing is how they do. So what I'm saying is, sometimes you just gotta suck it up, buttercup. And just realize there's a lot of work to do, and just love yourself, and you're gonna have to take on my Leo energy and just be conceited or confident, and just love yourself. You need to be obsessed with yourself. As much as you can be obsessed with them, you need to be obsessed with yourself, because you're the same. You're the same. As soon as you realize you are the same person. So if you love them that way, you need to love yourself that way, and you need to know your worth. And it's really standing into your ground. And like, you know, my masculine is learning that Debbie doesn't jump anymore. So when he wants something, it's like, okay, well, if I have time, I'll get to it. Versus before, it was like, absolutely, I drop everything and run and go see him, just because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to see him, which is nonsense, which was my insecurities, the inner child. We're always gonna be drawn to each other. We're always gonna want to see each other. He's not going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere. Are we meant to have the traditional wedding, the happily ever after, eventually? But do you need it? No. We're already married. We're already in that contract, if you understand that, okay? And I know a lot of you are just in the middle of I can't say. I'd say some of you are in the beginning of your journey, or some of you haven't met your flame yet. Some of you have met them and you're in the running phase, running and chasing phase. Some of you are in the separation phase. Some of you have come out and done the dark night of the soul. Some of you are close to union. It all depends on where you are with your connection and your work here, okay? Just know, and this is said with love, and this is the fucking truth, you will hurt. They will break your heart, and you will break their heart. It is all done on purpose. It's all done on purpose. It's all done on purpose. It's all done on purpose, and I think they have a sixth sense of humor. Divine has a sixth sense of humor to get us to work on ourselves, but if you don't, and Sophia's right, a lot of you, okay, once you do that inner child work, right, once you do it, and once you're and know she's right because this happened to me. Once you do the inner child work and you start doing it, you work it on yourself, and you come forward and you spend more time together and you do all that, you start working on yourself. And what happens? What happens? They run. Or the communication slows down. So I have learned that regardless of what is going on, I'm always working on me. I'm always working. Every day I work on me. Every night. Every day and every night I lay there, and the things that I ask for is that I wake up rested, refreshed, and renewed. And if there's anything, I will go through and listen to the inner child. I will go through and go backwards and look at anything that I need to do, see if I can connect the dots. And I will also ask them, because this is how I processed a lot of stuff when my father died and then my mother died recently, and then you can do inner healing in your dreams too, is there anything I need to process that I can get through in my sleep? Help me process it. Okay, so there's ways to do it. There's ways to do it, but you got to know. You just need, and sometimes you just need someone that has been through it and understand. And I've been through it. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. Now that I've haven't even really got the cards out yet, but it was just put on me that I needed to say that someone needs to hear. Okay. Anyway, so here we go. Can I have where the divine masculine is for the divine feminine and the connection today? Remember, energy is always changing. This is just where they're at this very moment in time. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit. This is collective, so this is for all. Everybody. So not necessarily is this going to fit your situation, okay? And there's always others. You can go to the New Earth community on Facebook. You can look up Sophia Charles, the New Earth community on her. You can look at the Mystical Child, the Divine Sister. I'm not for sure what Lorraine's is, but hers is on there. And there's another new one in Mission. Get into Mission to know your job. You know, any of us can do counseling for you. You can book any of us. Not only that, we can also do image readings and let you know what your job is, your mission, what your purpose is. Some people are here for, you know, like Sheetal, who's the mystical child. She's here for planetary, to tell you how the planetary works, and she does imaging. She is amazing. She doesn't even need cards. For the most part, I can give it to you without the cards, but the cards is like kind of a definition. It's like a roadmap, if you want to think of it that way. It's kind of like a roadmap. I don't think you guys can ever see these, can you? You can't. They're here, I promise. I pull them out, I guess, because if I turn this way, you can see them a little bit. Okay, can you please clarify the Ten of Wands? Thank you, yeah. Eight of Swords. They know their truth, but can't see past themselves. They are doing the work. Looky there. Okay. Judgment. Thank you. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Connecting energy. Please. There's the connecting energy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what's this conflict about? Okay. Alright. So initially what I see is kind of the take charge thing is they have the tower moments on both sides. A lot of you guys are having a tower moment. They're at their breaking point, and that's kind of what I meant by taking charge and hearing that. They are at their breaking point. They are walking away, and I know we've had a lot of third party pop up lately. I'm going to tell you, and I know people are there's no third party right here. They're walking away from something. It could be the third party. But what is beside is the Page of Pentacles. So they're walking away from that slow movement. Page isn't as slow as the Knight, so that's good. But they know that they're taking too long. However, you got to realize you're the one that decides it. So you need to be the one to do the work. Don't worry about them. Don't focus on them. Let them do them. Let them work out their karmic shit. and everything will fall into place. Okay? Does it happen overnight? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it does happen. You'll see progress. Okay. 10 of Wands, right? 10 of Wands. Wand is knowledge. Wand is passion. 10s are completion. Okay. See that? He's been holding on to all this passion and this burden, and they can't stand it anymore. They are at their breaking point. They're at their breaking point, and it is clarified by the King of Cups. I mean, they can't handle it anymore. They can't handle it anymore. I know a lot of you are going into power. I know when my masculine says he's going to come over and he doesn't, and I just give him a little bit of a cold shoulder. Well, I mean, I get there's stuff that comes up. I do. But, you know, it's not, I'm not going to, you know, it's standing your ground and knowing your worth. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. That's exactly what I say too. Whatever. That's a text he gets from me. It's like, whatever. Okay, I got other things I can do. I can keep myself busy. I mean, you know, yeah, I want to see you, but I'm not gonna get upset. I mean, the whatever is more. It's more of just like, you know, you lost out. You lost out. So it's kind of the flip of the switch, because it used to be like, you know, way back when, and even like 6 months ago, it was like I was devastated. I was devastated. It was like, why doesn't he want to see me? Why doesn't he come over? I mean, that's how much growth there is to do. King of Cups, they're all up in their feels. They're all up in their feels, and it's like they're floating on air. They can't think straight. They can't eat, or they forget to eat. It's they're completely in love. They are completely in love, and they are at their breaking point. They are at their breaking point. Okay, they are feeling stuck, whatever situations they're in, because we have a lot of third-party situations. I'm telling you, there is no third-party card here, none at all, not even the Four of Cups. So don't think we're going there. But so they know it, right? They know what they want, right? They still can't see the trees, the forest, the trees through the forest, the forest through the trees. No, the trees through the forest. They can't see past themselves. Okay? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. They know it, right? But they can't see past themselves to know how to move forward. Okay? However, they are getting the knowledge. Okay? And this is what I'm saying. They are getting the knowledge. Okay? The divine is working on them, because they are doing the hard work. Eight of Pentacles. What is Eight of Pentacles, right? Yep, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is doing the hard work. So they're doing that hard inner work, okay? And a lot of you are too. And when you do it, they do it. What you have to also understand is when you go through that dark night of the soul, you empty out that cup and that negativity, they end up doing the same thing. So the same thing happens to them. So when they go through it and they start empty out their cup, they follow, okay? But you can't stop working on yourself. You always have to work on yourself. Always work on yourself. The thing is, they're afraid, and this is where the Page of Pentacles is coming in. They're afraid you're going to judge them, because you have taken so long to work on yourself also and learn your self-worth. But because they have taken so long, right? They haven't felt like they have completely stepped up. They feel like they let you down so many times that you're not going to forgive them. They want to tell you that they're, and it's clarified by the Page of Pentacles, right? It's an immature, pages are immature, Pentacles is slow moving, right? Pentacles is also stability. That it's taken them a while to get so stable, right? And they're still at the edge, the beginning of their stability, okay? And they're afraid that they want to move forward. They want to move forward quickly, but they're afraid because of things that have held them back in the past. Some of it could be addictions, some of it could be baby mamas, some of it could be, you know, family, some of it could be jobs, some things that they have to sort out. There's things that they have to sort out, right? It's taken longer than they want. They don't want it anymore. They want it to be done, okay? But they're so afraid that you're going to be like, it's too late. It's too late. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of you're going to say it's too late. Too late. And it is terrifying them. It is terrifying. It is great. I can feel their pain right now. Right now, I feel that pain that they're feeling because they feel like they've let you down. And I'm feeling their pain like I'm about to shed some tears. That's how much they hurt because they hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. And it's so hard to disconnect. It's so hard to disconnect. And I'm telling you, when you are fully awakened and you are empath, you can take on other people's energy, right? And that's how we do this. That's how we read, is because we're taking on other people's energy. And the divine is telling me, they want me to tell you this. I don't even need to pull messages today, okay? I'm not going to. They want you to know, your masculines want you to know, they love you so much. It hurts them how much they love you. It hurts them that they don't know how to express it. It hurts them to see you hurt. It hurts them that they have to push you away. It hurts them that they let you down. They feel like they let you down. They feel like they let themselves down, and they feel like they let you down. They're trying. They are trying. Look, they're collaborating. They want to collaborate and work with you and build this. They want to build this foundation, okay? They want to build the foundation. They want to work with you, and this is also collaborating with mission and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because they are done hurting you. They are done with that, and they're walking away. Eight of Cups is walking away, right? They're walking away and towards. What are they walking towards, right? They are going to they have been going, with the divine. And the Three of Wands is divine timing. Divine, it's like the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands, right? The Two of Wands is offering you the world. The Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning. But when they have their back to it, they're waiting on the divine to take care of it, right? We can't always, we also have to take action with prayer, right? It is all divine timing. And they've been going in and taking care of their dark side. And that's what the moon is. They've been learning how the divine is working with them on how to balance out their dark side. And you have to take your negative, you have to face it, transmute it to the positive. It's all about balancing it out. You can't always be happy-go-lucky. You can't. You can't. You both have had the Tower moment. This is connecting energy, okay? This is the connecting energy. You both have had this huge Tower moment, okay? And an awakening and knowing, right? And they know. And honestly, and trust me, I'm okay. So don't worry about me. The tears aren't my tears. They aren't my tears. I understand that. It's people say, this can be a blessing and a curse, being able to take on other people's energies like that. It's just, you just have to know how to cut it off and block it off. The bottom of the deck is Five of Swords. Five of Swords is conflict of knowledge, right? They're conflicted, but it's connecting energy. So why are you conflicted? What are you conflicted about? Talk to me. Email me. What are you feeling conflicted about? Okay? They want this more than you know. They love you more than you know. I hear that all the time from my masculine. I love you more than you know. More than you realize, right? More than you realize. And sometimes I have said it to him, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, prove it. Prove it. And that's my ego coming out. That's my ego coming out. Because I know he loves me. I know he loves me unconditionally. I know he loves me unblindly. And I love him. I love him. You guys have to understand, they run because of their insecurities. Okay? They run because they don't feel like they're enough. Right? Right now, I feel like the separations are ending. Okay? Some of you might on it. Because I don't want to promise anything, so I want to make sure that I say it correctly. The separations, okay, I get what they're saying. Okay, so if you're in separation now, that is ending, okay, and they're coming towards you. Separation is necessary, okay? If you're at the point where the contact isn't as much as it was, there is some sort, and it doesn't have to be a physical separation. That's what they want me to tell you. So if there has been like an energetic separation, if you pulled away, they're coming back towards you energetically, if that makes sense, okay? That's what they mean. So it is two, not everybody, it will fit with everybody. But no, that's exactly where they're at. Just that big sigh that I did. They are the divine, and I know it's frustrating as hell to hear this, but your masculine would give anything to hold you in their arms, because that's what they want. That's what they want more than anything. What stops them, right? That's what your question is. What stops them? Why don't they? That's on you. That's on you. It's on you. It's on you. It's all that work on you. And when you work on you, they work on you. So sometimes when it is, when you've been doing that work and they're coming forward, and sometimes it's just them having to take a step back and working on themselves and focus on them. You've got to be selfish. You've got to be selfish, and you've got to focus on yourself. Your masculine knows how to be selfish. They know how to work on themselves. They don't necessarily, they know how to be selfish, okay? They know how, they're more aligned than you are. They're more aligned than feminines. They are, because they know how to put themselves first. Because it seems selfish. They seem like they come across selfish, they come across narcissists, but they aren't. It's just, that's their contract, okay? I know this hasn't been the happiest reading, but it's all with love. It's all with love, okay? It's all with love. You guys have a great day, okay? Have a great day.